Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Alicia, and I'm here with the one, the only Faithlyn. Yay! I'm just giving you a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. No, come on, girl. A round of applause. No, because you're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Come over in the camera just a little bit. Yeah. I just want you to be good and centered because we want to see all of your loveliness. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you.
Are welcome, and we're excited for what you're going to teach us here on this live. So we're going to have an action-packed, jam-packed, content-packed session with you. So I'm really excited to be here with you because you are, and we'll talk about this again, but you're continuously learning. You have our virtual assistant course, you took the SEO course, you took the phone call course. It's like you're all about that learning, right? And
Sure.
yeah, of course. And that's what we love. I will say that I am the same. Lorette will say, Lorette's in the background anyway. She's here in the background.
Hi, Lorette.
Lorette will say that she's the same, but as soon as she heard your name, she's like, oh, a continuous learner, right? She
Oh, she picked up on that.
Yeah, she picked up on that. She remembers your name you've got a unique name, by the way.
Thank you.
She remembers you from the phone call class and the VA class, but phone call class and the SEO class. And I remember you from the VA class were all about you. So, so everybody in the comments, just say welcome to Faithlyn in the comments. We're so excited to have her here. It's so nice. People are open and available to come and teach other people because that's where, the learning happens. Lakeisha's always on. Hi, June. June is always on as well. Yeah, these ladies are learning new things that, will help them in their business by listening to other top-notch people who are doing their thing. So I just wanted to say thank you. We love it. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. So, guys, if you're just joining us, we have the one and only Faithlyn on with us today. She is a strong believer in always learning. Faithlyn, why don't we start off by that? Give us a little bit of your insight into why you're such a strong believer that you always need to be learning, and you're always taking new classes, as Lorette and I are, but I just want some of your insight on why that's so important to you.
All right. My background, many persons don't know. I actually did a postgrad diploma in education and training. So I went to a particular institution, and from there, HEART, VTDI is for lifelong learning. Yeah. And you're never too old. You're never too old to learn.
Never too old to learn.
I don't think my learning will even end here. And it's just that I probably have the personality to always dig deeper, to find something, to keep my mind occupied. So I always try to find something that's interested me at a particular time and to upgrade my skills. So whatever it is, whether it's to make money or to benefit me or my family or anybody or to help someone, I always try to find free courses or to do courses or paid courses. It helps and it adds value to whatever service that you're offering.
What would you say to people who, after they're done with school, whether it's high school or college or middle school, they're like, I'm done with school. I don't need to learn anything ever again anymore. My learning is over. What do you say to those people?
Well, knowledge is power, but as you would normally say, it's what you're doing with that knowledge to get the power from it. Right. So never say never. You're never too old to do anything, and always do something. It adds value to your resume. It adds value to you as a person. When you're applying for a buyer's request, you can say, oh, I have experience in this. And it's just not about learning, but applying the knowledge. Just recently with the SEO course, I found that a lot of persons on Fiverr now are asking for persons to do particular calls. But then they're like, oh, the person has to have some SEO background. And it's like, I could take on that. Right. But, so it adds values in even other areas of direction that, right. Sometimes you might say, oh, I don't want to pay money to do this, but if you don't invest in yourself, who will? Is it that a man is going to come to you and say, really, oh, I want, it depends. I want to invest you to doing this if you have no interest. So you have to show the interest and
That's right.
invest in yourself, or someone will invest in you.
All right, that's right. So, hey guys, in the comments, let's make sure you're paying attention. I just want you to write ABL in the comments, which stands for always be learning, right? ABL, always be learning. Go ahead, let's see it. I want to make sure everybody's typing it into the comments, whether you're listening to this as a live broadcast or you're listening to it on the rebroadcast. Please, ABL in the comments. Let's make sure that you guys are paying attention to what we're saying right here. So, Faithlyn, now you've taken the SEO class recently. Tell us a little bit about that. What did you learn in that class?
Wow. The SEO class, search engine optimization. It's very interesting. You know, for any business or any, well, in that class, we're looking at using a particular plugin to help persons who have a particular blog,
right,
what to use. And the tool is a free tool, but it was just so simple in terms of it tells you what you're doing, whether it's right or wrong. And with each opportunity or chance that you take to fix that error, it gives you a clue to say, okay, this is what's wrong, fix it. So it's very simple, but I have not set up my gig as yet for it. I need to set some time. However, search engine optimization is needed by many businesses.
It's true.
Blog writers, websites, product descriptions. I also did the other course, which had to do with writing press releases. And I'm finding that press releases are very important for products. And it's a big niche, a big market, and you just have to apply yourself. And it's not hard, but with anything in life, you have to have the willpower and the determination and the right attitude.
Yep, I love it. I love it. So then you took the phone call class recently as well. Tell us, why did you take that class?
I remember one day, well, if I probably backtrack, I had many obstacles in life where I was at home and always looking for opportunities, but none really came that favored me in how I wanted to be remunerated. Right. So I saw this opportunity. Like, I've seen Fiverr and what IIJ offered before, but then I think it just struck at the right time. I'm like, okay, learn to make calls. This is not hard. I have Wi-Fi, I have broadband, I have a laptop, I have a voice. Why not use it?
That's right.
The course, which was the online course, it was quite simple, not hard. You know, anybody can do this course. You don't need a degree, or even you don't even need to finish high school to understand it.
That's right.
Once you're able to use your computer, you download, etc. And I started there, and that's probably my main offering. And it's growing. As many said before, phone call is lucrative. It takes time, and it takes time to get into different types. I'm probably doing the more challenging types, where I mostly set appointments, telemarketing, cold calls, which is a bit more technical than the other types of calls, but the demand is there also.
Demand is there, yeah, absolutely. So if you guys want to pick up that course, it's at getpaidtomakecalls.com. You can check out more of that course and see it online. So thanks so much for that. Now let's get into you being a virtual assistant, because one of the reasons why we have you here today on this interview is also because as a virtual assistant, you have been rocking it, and in a short period of time. Tell us, what are you doing to make money as a virtual assistant? What's your most popular gig? And tell us a little bit about that journey of becoming a virtual assistant.
All right, the journey of, I started offering phone calls. So when I started, I think I had probably 7 phone call gigs. Then I'm like, no, this is not cutting it. I need to offer something different. So then I slowly but surely introduced other gigs. So I think one of my main services is online research.
Okay.
Under my general VA gig, but I offer transcriptions, I do phone calls, I do other services, but the main thing that I get a lot of requests is for research.
It's for research. Now, can anyone do online research? Tell us more about what online research is.
All right, online research is not hard. It's anything that anybody needs. So, for example, someone may someone may message you and ask, okay, I need to contact or find some articles that relate to journalism. Or online research could even mean getting leads for persons,
Right.
going on social media, going on YouTube, Facebook, finding persons that have X amount of likes, writing down the URL, sending it. You probably depends on the type of research, but it's not hard. And there are different tools that you can use to help you. Google is my best friend.
Google is your best friend.
Yes, online research, and persons will pay to do online research.
Yep. And so I'm just typing in so everybody sees this. Google is my best friend, right? I think so often we're not Googling things. Even the questions that I see in some of our Facebook groups sometimes, I'm like, you're not Googling it, right? You need to Google more often. You really should. Google really is your best friend. So online research is something that anyone can do. I would just say that it takes, a little bit of common sense, a little bit of thinking outside of the box, and a whole lot of Googling. You agree?
Sure, I agree. And when you're doing online research, it can get just to ensure that you follow up with the person that you're doing the research for, that you're on the right track. So you want to ensure that is what you're finding really what they're looking for.
Right.
What are your keywords? What's the main thing? What's the main purpose? And then it can be a bit tricky at times when it's too narrow, but once you know exactly what you're looking for, shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem. That's right. So you guys can do online research, and then tell us a little bit about how you present this online research to the client. How do you present it? Because doing the research is one thing, but also how you hand the research back to the person makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Sure. For my online research, some persons may say, well, I haven't gotten reports to write, but sometimes it's just a Word document in a table, and you're putting the links and putting the information or completing what the template that the client has provided. Or they may just ask you, okay, I think my easiest online research job took me like 10 minutes. A client wanted something with 10 links to for elderly, how to help them to be mobile around the house. I was like, at first I thought, this is weird. What's this person going to use these links for? And I just Googled, and I'm like, is this okay? Fine, thank you. You're like, $5. I'm like, wow, that's so easy.
Almost too easy, right?
Yeah, so that was simple. So you have to know how they want it to present it. Sometimes some persons want research with analysis. So, that's more work. So you have to charge for that.
Right. So has anybody ordered from you, and have you ever said, well, this is going to be a little bit more, and sent them a quote for the difference, or that hasn't happened to you yet?
Well, like today I got someone that wanted a little research, and it was for a medical procedure, and they had a budget, and then they wanted me to call to shop around to see who had it. But then I told them that I'm so sorry, but I can't do it for that price. What should I do then? And I'm like, you have to find someone else.
Well, would you ever ask them for more money to do something like that?
I was asking, but she obviously had a specific budget, but I was unable to.
You're unable to do it for that budget. Okay.
Yeah. Research actually takes time.
It does take time. It really does. Some people will be unrealistic with what they want, and then you want to provide them with the best, research.
They have a quota, like, okay, I need to have 200 links. And if you're going to be going through to ensure that the links actually have everything that the person wants, because that's another thing. I can Google something, but that doesn't mean that I read it. That's or, scanned through the document to ensure that this is exactly correct and fits all the criteria. So it really takes time, and you have to charge based on your time. So it's not really what the results are, but how long is it going to really take you to attain their goal?
Right. So tell us, tell us about the biggest mistake. This is an eraser to erase huge mistakes. But tell us about the biggest mistake that you have made as a virtual assistant.
Well, every day I make mistakes. I think for me personally, I'm not telling persons, but based on my personality, sometimes I turn down work too much.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's probably a mistake, but I personally try not to take on too much that I cannot manage. So, if I give it out, I should still be able to do it if push comes to shove. So you know, when you get into this business, once you have the right connections and you're the right persons, take
Yeah.
all the work, share it with your friends, share it. There's a lot of there. So sometimes my mistake is not sharing it more.
Okay. All right. So that's your mistake. So tell us about your biggest tips for time management. Your biggest tips for time management.
All right. My biggest tip for time management. I try to go to bed. Well, I don't go to bed on time, but get up early. You know, just listening to yesterday's interview. Get up early. For me, start your day early. I'm an early bird.
Yeah.
Two,
Me too.
when we had the interview last with Winnie, I learned about Trello and I use it. I use it especially when I have a lot of assignments to do. So I either physically write down what I have to do. I sometimes time myself with a clock, you know, depending on some clients' work, because if you're doing something and you realize that you charge per hour, or you know you're doing $5 per hour, that's a bit cheap. Too cheap when you're reaching to a certain level, but you have to start at there.
Right.
You have to gauge how much time are you really putting in the work. Is it quality time? Because time needs to be quality also.
It's true. It's true. One of the things that I do, which is why I have this right here, is I just picked this up at the store. It's actually a kitchen timer with a magnet to go on the refrigerator, but I actually use it to time certain activities that I'm doing, right? So when I'm, you know, activities that I'm doing for myself or a client, I'll turn on the timer to make me conscious of, you know, how much time I'm spending on a specific activity. And I found that I got this from my friend Alex Mendosian. He sent me a kitchen timer like 10 years ago as a Christmas present with a little note about how, you know, a timer has made a really big difference in his life. So I've tried it and it's really made a big difference.
I think it really does, Alicia, because the timer helps you to gauge, like, are you wasting time?
Yeah.
Are you using your time wisely? And then when you're pricing or doing other work, you can see, you know, I'm spending too much time on this and it's not worth this. So it helps you to really value what you're doing and what you're giving to the client. So you know, this is your best.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I find that sometimes when we're working as freelancers, we also get distracted, right? So when I have a timer ticking and I can hear it, then I'm like conscious. No, I'm working on this. I have a focus problem, right? Lorette's sitting right here. Lorette, do I have a focus problem? Lorette's like, yes, I have a focus problem. I'm like, oh, WhatsApp. The team is WhatsApping me. Oh, phone just rang. Oh, look over there. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's really hard to stay focused. And as a business owner, it's so important to do that. Now let's talk about your baby. You're a stay-at-home mom. How old is your child?
He's 20 months, almost 2 years.
So what has it meant to you to be a stay-at-home mom and earn your income online? Do you work outside of your online income?
Well, to be honest, I started working online or full-time in March when I started the phone call course. So I have been doing that. I have no regrets. In terms of being a stay-at-home mom, there are times when he's ill that I have to keep him at home. But those times, it kind of cuts into my earnings because I have to take on less projects. So it affects my earnings significantly. So I send him to the daycare, but he's a bit ill right now, so he's at home. So it gives you more leisure, free time to spend with your kids, and time with family and kids is more valuable than I don't have to be spending money to buy gas, to go to work every day, lunch, everything here is at my disposal. So I love it. Flexibility.
Right. I think that's a good tip as a stay-at-home mom. You take your baby to daycare or the nursery so that you can get work done, because with the baby at home, it would be almost impossible. Like, how are you supposed to do phone calls with the baby at home?
Oh, dear. It's difficult. But then it depends on the age and stage that your child is at. But at the same time, for me to get like more work done, to make over 100 and odd calls, he needs to go.
You're like, boy, bye. You need to go. You need to go today. All right. I love that. And that's a great tip for the stay-at-home moms. Who are the moms on here? Just write mom in the comments so Faithlyn can see you, right? Big up to all the moms. My sister just had, everybody knows Lorette, she just had her second baby. 4 months old right now, right? 4 months old. So
Sure. Wow.
No, yeah. So yes, I see the challenge with being a mom, and she leaves the house to get work done. But we've got a lot of moms here. Hi, Carrie. Right. So I think that freelancing is just so amazing for moms, right? It gives them the opportunity to really have the flex time that they want. I mean, that's the dream of so many moms. But, you really have to go hard in your business to make it a business that allows you to stay at home with your kids because you're making enough money. So give us some tips on how you manage your business so that you can grow it and scale it and you get repeat customers.
All right. The initial part was difficult. I spent hours doing marketing, doing many different things, but I believe what you sow is what you reap. And you have to put in much to get in much. So you can't plant weed to get some nice grass. You have to put in substance. So I would say it takes hard work. You need support, from family, friends. Some persons may at first look at you and say what you're doing doesn't make any sense. But for me, for my tip, you have to have a positive mindset. Get rid of persons around you who are not positive. That's the one. Yeah. I remember when I just started, a lot of persons were saying, "Oh, $5 for jobs." My girl, you're wasting your time. What kind of foolishness is that? But every little makes a muckle. So I said to myself, I'm going to invest this $5 review, even though this work was probably meant 10 times it's going to build me.
Yeah.
And you have to be so focused is probably my next tip. You have to remain focused. At times it might seem daunting, distracting, but I believe with anything you have to network. I believe no man is an island, no man stands alone. So you have to reach out to others, use the groups, introduce yourself, volunteer. I'm an avid person for volunteering. Even volunteer to help someone to finish something. They get to know what you're worth, what's the quality of your work. With Fiverr, everybody cannot manage the work out there. Oh my gosh, there are millions of opportunities, and we cannot eat it all up. So we have to try.
That's right.
Other tips. You're doing this to earn an income as an entrepreneur. So remember, you have to balance business with work. I always tell people, save your money. To me, looking at it, I may not be earning as much as I probably had a full-time job, but it's what I'm saving. Makes a difference. Right. So you're able to leverage, you're able to set goals. So you can look at, what did I earn this month? Okay, I'm going to try to push to get some more clients. I'm going to try to push this. Let me market this gig some more. Let me do this. Let me reach out to somebody. Probably I can get some more experience in this area and grow yourself. As I said, lifelong learning. Everything just comes in a nutshell. There's so much to do, but you have to know what works for you. Set your goals, set your objectives, and be patient. Success doesn't come overnight.
That's right. It doesn't come overnight. You said some really amazing things that I know people on here love. If you love what she said so far, just hit that like button underneath the video so she can see your reactions. Give her a thumbs up for a like, or give her a love. But she said some things that really make sense to all of us, right? That focus, that, learning, be a lifelong learner, and some of the lessons that you've learned. You can see that that's really helped you to grow your business, such as you're talking about, saving your money. That's really important because as freelancers, we're making money and we're also saving money. And you mentioned it already, no gas, no getting your hair done to go to work, no buying clothes before work. Like, people don't realize even just buying lunch every day, in our office, I'm blown away by the fact that I left the house today to go work, and I took my lunch with me, right? But I'm blown away by the fact with how many of you young people eat out every single day and how much money you spend eating out. Like, that is ridiculous.
That's true. I can tell you, when I used to work in New Kingston, oh my gosh, at times I used to cry, like, New Kingston, food.
food is expensive, and a lot of people, you guys know it, are eating out every day, and you could be bringing your lunch. I can eat out, right? But I also believe in saving. So, you know, I pack my lunch. It's also more efficient because I work through lunch, right? So the time it takes to go get lunch and then go back to my laptop is just, you know, too much time. So, all right, if you guys love what she's saying, hit that like button or that love button underneath this video so that Faithlyn can see it. Now we are coming up to the time where I'm going to ask if you guys have any questions. So if you have any questions, type the questions in the comments box. Woo! And I'm hoping that I know they are. I know you guys are enjoying everything that she's saying right now. So if you've got any questions, it's time to ask Faithlyn your questions. You're getting a lot of people giving you thumbs up and showing you a lot of love. Let's see. Shane is asking us, like, what are the daycare? What is daycare?
All right. I live in Ocho Rios. So
okay.
Daycare is just $4,000 for the week. But if it's a short, like, if it's 3 days or more, 4,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So $3,000. $4,000 a week for 3 days or more is what you're saying, basically, right? And that's so worth it because you're making that back in no time.
Yeah. So when I just started, Alicia, I can say that I wasn't really making much money. I think my first job was someone with telemarketing. I started out at actually $5 doing 50 calls. But guess what? I gained the experience. Yeah. And I said, okay, this is what they do because I had no sales background.
Yeah.
You know, you may not be perfect in whatever skill sets you're even offering, but once you offer it with excellent customer service, excellent details, it balances everything.
That's right. That's right. And I think that a lot of people that don't know the journey that you're on or haven't seen other people on the journey, that's why we do these interviews, and that's why we're interviewing you so people can see you right there. Right? Because a lot of times your friends and family will say, what, you're going to start working online? First of all, they say, work online? You can't do that. That's not going to happen for you. That's a scam. Nobody works online that's real and makes money. That's for other people and not you. Like, there's so many things that people will tell you about why you can't do it.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, well, you have to start somewhere.
You have to start somewhere.
Climbing, taking the escalator. You have to climb the staircase.
You do.
Oh, hi, Bill.
You do. You have to do it. You have to climb that staircase. And then once you do, it's really important that you believe in yourself, because sometimes others won't believe in you. And then that community, I think that community is so important. Whatever class that you're in, make sure that you're active in that Facebook group. I'll say Avalala is the most active person or staff member. She's always keeping those groups active and, you know, answering questions and fielding questions to myself or Lorette, but be active in the groups, and that's really important. So make sure that you're active.
Yeah. I would say the group actually helps you to, you're not alone. So the support is real. And, you know, big up to Ava. Ava is like a gem. She's not like, but she is a gem.
She is.
You know, she's very helpful. There are other helpful persons in the group. You know, I've gotten so much help from persons like getting orders, getting reviews. You know, Amanda. I look at Maxine. Maxine is really like my mother for phone calls. You know?
We love Maxine.
Yes, and you know, you have to work with others because, you know, you might start on your own or offer it, but then there are going to be days when you feel daunted. Oh, no, I can't do this. But the groups really make a difference, the support. Because I remember when I did this, I'm like, oh, you know, they help you to set up a gig, review your gigs. That's invaluable service.
Very invaluable, yes.
You can never pay for what the group is really worth.
It's very true. It's very true. And the group comes free with all of our courses. It's like the added bonus, which is
lifetime support.
I know. And we love it. It's one of the things we're most proud of, being able to continuously support and build. So thank you for that, because it's something I'm really proud of and I really love is our Facebook group. So build that community and help other people, and the people that are looking to hand out jobs and give out jobs, take the opportunity to grab them and learn from them. Lakeisha, who's on here as well, she's always on these. Oh, that girl is always learning something, but she is so helpful in the Facebook group. I need to give her like a helpful badge, because that girl is always, I don't know when Lakeisha sleeps. For real, the girl, Lorette just shook her head. Lakeisha does not sleep. She is in the group and active. When she's not doing an order, she must be in the group. You know what I mean? Like, I love her so much. So thank you, Lakeisha. Let's see where she is. She's always on here, right? Thank you, Lakeisha. So, all right, now it's time for questions for Faithlyn. If you don't have a question for her, give her a compliment and tell her what you've thought about this interview so far. So let's see. Sandra said, I agree, the groups are the best thing since sliced bread. Shane said, yes, because you can't do it alone if you intend to go to the next level. It's true. You can't do it alone if you intend to go to the next level. You know, some people that sell these type of courses just sell the course and they're gone. And I think that's what has made us different from the beginning, because these groups, some of these groups are 10 years old, like since 2010. Okay, 9 years old, but going out 10 years. But, you know, the thing is that if you don't have community, you really don't have lifelong learning, right?
True.
So we really believe in community. So I'm just looking at what people are saying. Let's see here. All right, anybody else have any other questions? Lakeisha, tell us about your best offer, your best gig, the best, woo, I'm losing my voice, the best service that you delivered.
All right, I would say the best service that I deliver is probably phone calls. Why? Because probably I have more experience in that. But I love transcriptions also, probably because of the academic side, and with my levels of studies, it's more along that end. Phone calls is fun. It's never the same.
That's right, yeah.
And in terms of price, I'm probably not reached to those big leagues like $500 calls and and things like that. But I think the easiest phone call I did was a one call for almost $100. Just made one call, and that was
wow. One phone call?
Yeah.
For $100? Is that
almost
dollars or Jamaican dollars?
American.
One for phone call.
But I had to do a little research before making the call, and the call I had to have enough background to keep the conversation going for 45 minutes.
Okay, all right. So it was worth it.
I charged for my research and time.
How much, what's been your best month financially?
Well, I'm not in that big league as yet. As I said, I avoid a lot of work, but I would say so far, I just started in March, so my best month would have been July, which was 700 and something.
Wow, yeah. 700 plus. Who would like to make 700 plus in a month? Like,
I'm growing. I'm not staying at that level. My goal.
What's your goal? Tell us what your goal is.
Realistic. My realistic goal is 2.5.
Yeah. So I'm writing down what your goal is. So when are you gonna get to this goal?
Wow, I am hoping that I'll get to probably next year.
I think that's too long. Let's say by December.
Not impossible. My son needs to go to daycare.
So we set her goal to make $2,500 a month every month by December. So she'll, she turns down a lot of orders now, but she's going to scale up her business so she reaches.
Our prices need to increase.
I think that should be increased actually to 3.5, because I don't see why you should stick at 2.5. I think that's kind of low.
That's the lowest that I want.
That's the lowest.
It should never go below that.
We don't write our goals at the lowest. What's your goal? What's your goal? You've seen ladies.
Or it's not impossible. With what I learned in the VA course,
yes,
that should go up way up.
$4,000 a month.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, I think that's better for you because we know people who are doing it. You know people who are doing it, right?
Not impossible.
Not impossible. And everybody else that's listening in, I want you to type to Faithlyn now that she's declared her goal and you see it. What's your goal? Write it down. Let's show Faithlyn what your goal is, right? So here we go. Sandra says, Faithlyn, you have a baby and I have a 93-year-old mother who is bedridden. So she's like a baby. So my progress here has been slow, but I'm not giving up.
Keep going, Sandra.
He gave her some motivation. Shannon wanted me to say, go more, and we did. We're at 5,000, you know? Awesome.
But, you know, at least I would say to reach that goal, you have to collaborate.
Yes.
You cannot, you can get the orders, but you can never do them all on your own.
That's true.
So you have to find persons, offer your best. You know, even trust new sellers, because there's so many new sellers out there who have a lot of experience.
That's true.
And they just need that one little burst, and you can blow them to say, all right, you give them that one little exposure, and it helps to kick off their business.
That's true. That's true. And I think that the agency model or flipping gigs is so important. So you get a research gig in for $20, pay somebody $5 to do it while you're chilling. They're doing the work, and you pocket the profits and you keep building while you're helping new sellers. You're making more money yourself and leveling up. So looking for more of those opportunities.
That's the only way you can level up.
That's right. Do you ever take work locally, or is everything online?
Well, I've gotten a few requests. Some of them online, probably locally, have joined Fiverr, but then they're not certain. I was an admin assistant before previously, so I think a lot of the skills that I have are from there. But I've gotten requests, but then I guess because I don't have a proper payment plan system in, I don't want to be bitten. So I kind of put it aside for now.
Right. So Kelly said she's already at $900 per month, so she'll get there with the VA class. So that's right.
You're probably you will reach there.
Yeah, she's gonna get there. Sandra has volunteered to help you so that she can learn more. So you guys connect on Facebook.
Yeah, send me a message, Sandra.
Message, inbox her, Sandra. All right, and good job, everybody, for writing out your goals. All right, anybody else have any comments before Faithlyn, before we let her go so that she can get some more work done? Shannon says, hey guys, I'm home full time. Hit me up if you need some help working and learning. Shannon, make sure you're active in those groups. And I'm just going to type this on the screen. I definitely, let me hide that comment. I can't type it up for some reason, but I'm definitely going to encourage everybody to join the upcoming VA training that we have going on. You can go to www.thepaidva.com. So it's like get paid, right? thepaidva.com, and sign up for it. I'm encouraging everybody definitely to sign up for that class, right? Because that class really does. You're about to say something. Sorry, Faithlyn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just want to say that, to be honest, that's probably the best course that I've ever done where I've gotten more than my money's worth. Right. I have no qualms about that. I haven't even gone through all the resources in detail like how I'd want to. There's so much, and it's quality stuff, guys.
Right.
This is the real deal.
Right. So thank you for that. It is our baby. It is the class that is definitely teaches you how to have, it's like for the largest skill set that you could ever imagine. It's the VA class. In that class, we teach you everything from transcription to building websites to editing videos to creating animated videos to so much is covered in that class. And I'm really proud of that class. So I'm glad that you went to that class. I'm glad you were part of that class. And I'm encouraged.
I have no regrets.
Yes. Thank you. And hey, if you guys are interested in the VA class, I'd be more than happy to reach out to you and talk to you about it. And I'm sure Faithlyn would as well. So if you're interested, just type I'm interested in the comments box. And tomorrow I'll inbox you or have somebody on our team help me connect with you so that we can talk to you about the VA class. Right now, we've got a special offer running. I think it's like the next 14 people that join the VA class. We're giving them our voiceover class for free. We've also got payment plans set up for it, and we're taking registrations now for that class. You know, it's a limited class because there is a lot of training and a lot of attention. The trainings are live, so you're seeing what we're doing on the computer. The trainings are live. It's in depth. In fact, I will pull up the page right now so you guys can see it. PageVA.com, and I'll go through the process. Give me a second to pull up the page. Let's see, share my desktop screen. I love this software that I'm using, by the way. It's called BeLive, and it shows it. Yeah, it's just awesome. So hang on one second. So let me see if I'm showing my page. Hang on. So this is the first page, although I might change this page tomorrow, but it looks something like this. You'll see a video from me here. You'll click here to learn more. You'll press submit. It'll go to the next class, the next page right here, video from me. Oh no, wait, I need to refresh the page. Oh no, you guys are seeing it. Yeah, you're seeing it.
I'm seeing it.
And then on this page, it's the description of the course. It shows that the course starts off with an introduction to phone calls, data entry, customer support, proofreading and editing, which Lorette told me that it's like the number one gig right now, which I was blown away by, is proofreading and editing. So if you're an editor, on Fiverr, they said. So the next one is converting files, online research, transcription, graphic design, designing flyers, video editing. So editing with Powtoons, Camtasia Studios, creating and managing funnels. Funnels are the hottest things that marketers are working with right now. So we've got our funnel class. I love that one because it's so interactive. The part that I taught, I'm like, all right, create your page right now. We give them 15 minutes to create it. We come back and check it. Like, this online learning is amazing. All right, social media marketing, introduction to social media, creating ads, introduction to Instagram, right? It's only $200 for the class. But when you click this button to sign up, you're going to see that, let me see if it went to the next page. Yeah, it did go to the next page. All right. You're going to see that we didn't have this when Faithlyn signed up, but we have it now. You can do a one-time payment of $200, or you can do $77, and it's 3 payments of $77 just to make it easier for you. You save money if you do one time of $200, but you know, lots of people like payment plans, so they know they pay a little bit every month to pay off the class. And then you can pay by credit card or PayPal if you want. So this button right here, what says instant access to all the modules, gives you the last class's recordings. So you can take that as a home study course while you wait for the next class to start, right? That was Brett's idea. Really creative, because people are like, I want to do some training now while I'm waiting for the class.
You can start earning before the class.
Right, you can start earning before the class. I know you want to, you know, take the class and be in the interactive learning environment, but hey, take some of the home study and, you know, make the money quick. So if you guys are interested in signing up for the VA class, just write I'm interested in the comments. We'll reach out to you. If you're watching this live, do it now. If you're watching this as a recorded video later, still type I'm interested, because I'll get the notification, right? I'll see that you typed it in, and then I can reach out and inbox you and let me just move this. Reach out and inbox you and connect with you. This is all about connections and making sure that you guys have what you need. So I'm really excited. So if I don't get all your questions right now, tomorrow myself or Dwight will inbox you and we'll work with you guys. So I see those of you have said that you're interested. What I'll also do is I'll ask Dwight on our team, who's here in the chat box, to save you a seat and make sure that you've got one of the bonus packages that are coming over to you, right? So I'll make sure that he does that. Davidson, let's see, Kelly's, Carrie, Lorraine, Sharon, Alicia, Kamir, Margaret, Sandra, and Sarita, I'll reach out to you privately. Let's see. Anna, so I see all of you who are saying you're interested. We'll make sure that we reach out to you tomorrow. We're so excited. And, the thing about this voiceover class or this virtual assistant class, Sandra was just saying it, but we improve every time. So the first class and the first group of students were awesome. Now we're leveling up with the second group of students and we're ready for you guys. And guess what? The first group, they're getting so many orders that they're going to be looking to outsource to the second group. So you're going to enjoy, getting some orders from the people who've taken it before. So I see those of you who are interested. And I just want to acknowledge you that I see that you're interested. And Margaret, this is the virtual assistant class that we're talking about, which is our 6-week course that teaches you how to work online as a virtual assistant. The thing that I love most about this course is that it is so skills-based. We teach you the skills that you need to become an effective virtual assistant in today's digital economy, right? Sandra said it's the best course ever. So thank you. Dwight is saying that he remembers you from a boot camp and he knew you would do well. So good going, right?
Thank you.
Kelly says, I want to do it to level up my experience. Very important. I think you really brought home the notion that we need to always be learning and always be, making sure that we are leveling up our skills, right? Always. People sometimes don't think that I am leveling up they're like, oh, Alicia, are you still taking classes? Trust me. I am always at events. I mean, I tell people, I'm like, follow me on Instagram, because sometimes I put it, but I'm always at events. I'm always learning. I'm addicted to learning. And that's how I continue to grow my business. And I'm better able to train you guys, my students. So everything that is taught in the virtual assistant class, creating funnels, all that kind of stuff, I do myself. I can do it all myself. But I've taken classes to learn how to do those, mastered it, and now we're teaching it. So a lot is said for that. So the next class starts on November 5th. Registration is now open. So there's a rush to register. So if you haven't registered yet, make sure that you do. Dwight, put your number on the screen for me. Let me see, I can write it. I'm going to tell you guys to WhatsApp this number real quick. 374. You can pull out your phones now, or if you're watching this on your phone, write down the number or take a screenshot on your phone so you can WhatsApp him later. But WhatsApp Dwight and just tell him to save you a seat. And that way you'll get the bonus package and you'll be saved a seat. So Dwight, is that cool? WhatsApp him. Just WhatsApp him a note and say, hey, this is Kelly Black. Can you save me a seat? And then he can at least reach out to you, but he'll put your name down in the order that it came in. So we'll do that, right? So thank you for that. So everybody go ahead, WhatsApp him, tell him to save you a seat. That'll be even easier than me trying to inbox everybody and it's going into your folder and all that kind of stuff. So I'm addicted to Are you addicted to WhatsApp, Faithlyn?
Oh, that is the best communication that you're going to need to keep in touch with your community.
Yeah.
When you need persons to assist you, when you need to follow up with things, WhatsApp is the best.
WhatsApp is the best. So everybody take out your phones right now. WhatsApp Dwight, let him know that you're interested. And Dwight is fantastic, Faithlyn. He's like so willing to help people at any hour.
Me when I just started with the phone call, getting started, being on the system. And then when he introduced me to the VA course, I'm like, Dwight, I really want to join this course, but guess what? I have to make some money first. And then I'm like, I have to make this $200 online by X time. That really motivated me. And I said, I have to get back that $200 that I invested. And, I'm just waiting for everything to come, I'm declaring that, I'm going to get that 4,000 a month.
All right. Declare it, girl. I'm proud of you. I know you will get it because you believe that you will get it, right? And, I'll leave you with this and then I want you to say some final words, but it's so important to declare our goals and to shout it out. Look, you just said it on live Facebook. I was going to say on live TV, but we're on Facebook, right? You just said it live on Facebook, which this will also be on YouTube and maybe in a podcast. Who knows where this is going? But you just declared that you're going to make $4,000 US by December, and then you're going to keep scaling your company from there, right? You're living in Ocho Rios, Jamaica right now, right? Working from home, have a baby. So I'm really proud of you. I love that you made that declaration with a little bit of encouragement out loud to everybody right here and make it happen. We'll expect to come back in December and interview you, and we'll see how you have surpassed your goal. I know you have. All right, so give us some parting words, Faithlyn, especially for, you know, everybody on here. One of the things that I love about doing these interviews is that people get to see that there's real people doing great things, making money, building a life for themselves, from learning how to make money online. Like, hey, this is my 19th year making money online. I have not had a job for 19 years. I'm aging myself. Don't worry, I started at 10, you know. But 19th year making money online. And I've loved every minute of it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But sometimes people are like, oh, yeah, you know, she's doing it. But gosh, there are so many people doing it, right? Words of encouragement. Talk to the people. Talk to them, Faithlyn.
All right. You can determine your path. You know, don't listen to what persons say, but you have to know, come to some self-discovery. What is it that you want? For me, being a freelancer, it has opened up my eyes that there's so much more that I can offer. And I can offer it through this platform. I can offer my passion. I can offer what I have to offer to persons still here. There's creativity, there's freedom. You determine your own path. So I'm not limited by boxes. Nobody can say you have to do this, have to do that. So it depends on your personality. If that's you, go for it. What I would also say, invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, who will? Continue to learn. You know, Google, use YouTube. Some persons may say that they can't find the money, but you can find the time. Get rid of some of the distractions and the distractors in your life. I've done that. Keep on weeding out. You have to do self-assessment at times. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? What is it that you can improve on? And always do a SWOT of yourself, SWOT of your service. How could I have improved this order? And always try to make every day a different and better day with what you're offering. Time management. You know, persons might say, oh, it's difficult, it's hard, but you have to manage your time well. Use a clock, use a countdown. I look at my phone and I'm like, okay, I have some calls to make in Cali. Let me stop this. I'm putting 1 hour in this. I want to put some more time in that. Get help. I can't do it all on my own. The person that I call on at times like, can you help me? Can you help me? And I have good friends. I've had friends who help me at no cost. So, you know, persons will help you. Just ask for it. If you don't know something, Google it. Ask for help. There's so many things that you can do. What else would I say? Just give it your best shot. This is for you. You can chart your own business. Do whatever you're doing to the best of your ability. Set your goals and you'll succeed.